Welcome to Saturday, or I guess whatever just day it is right now. So right now we're going to learn how to load an individual family. We're going to build off of our old column file that we did yesterday, or the day before that, whenever that was. It's pretty straightforward. Took me a little bit of time to figure out, but let's get to it. Make you a deal right now. If you guys subscribe, and I get, God willing, 10 subscribers, I'll show you guys how to load multiple families. So that one's a little bit trickier. All right. Okay. So just a quick demo, right? We're gonna go to column just to show you I don't have anything set in, right? So you can go to architectural column, and it's gonna say no columns uploaded. Would you like to load one now? And for fun, we're just say yes. Right. And here it's gonna take us to this path. This path is kind of important. Okay. I'll show you why in a bit. Actually, I'll just tell you right now. So when we go in here, okay, come here, select whatever column you want or whatever path you want, okay. But the key part is to get the path, okay. So go here, properties, and then you can get it by just going to location. This is the path, and then so it goes to columns because that's where our column is stored, and then to the name of the file right here, okay. So that's important. So right now, save it, put it somewhere in a text file. It doesn't matter. You're gonna need it, okay. So, all right, let's get into that. Okay, so currently don't have any columns loaded right now. So we're gonna go to the button I made, load family, and it's going to, you see it pop up right here. And boom, there it is. See, chamfered column got loaded in, and it's one, okay. And there we go. Okay, and it came in with 3 types. Great, that's what we wanted. All right, so how do you do that? Good question. Let me show you. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to shut this Revit down. Yep. Okay. And then we're going to go over to our from scratch instance. Okay, so create a new file. This one is called load family tutorial. All right. I haven't touched it yet, so we're going to start doing that right now. So first things first, as always, go to app, and then we're going to go to add-in, and then command. Okay. So this one we're just going to take the name of the file, put it here, here, and here. All right. And then we're going to import presentation core for the bitmap so we can read our lovely Corvette file or whatever image you have. Oops. And great. And that's in. With the red goes away, it's happy. Okay. And then we're going to go to add-ins. Then we're going to comment out, or you can delete the command. Oops. There we go. All right. That's done with that, and then go to command. I'm starting to think that since we're always using test dialog for the errors, we're just going to end up putting it over here and just make it a class in our template project, just so that we always have it there, because it's kind of annoying to always have to add it back in, right? Important thing in coding, don't repeat yourself, so just put it somewhere once and then just use that. Okay, this guy can go away. All right, so let's put our pseudocode in for what we need to do. So first thing is we're going to need to set a family to null, and you'll see why in a second. You just need to kind of declare it so that C# or so that Visual Studio knows about it. And then we're going to declare a path to our family. Can't spell. All right, and then declare an empty string. You're going to see why. And then create origin point, kind of like how we did for the wall, right? Okay. Then we're going to do get the element filtered collector for the levels. So level, oops. filtered collector, and then grab first level because we need to tell it where it's going to go. And then after that, we're going to go inside the transaction. Also for debugging, one thing we forgot to mention last time, for debugging, so the transaction, right, if it fails, it's going to come down here, right, and it's going to spit out your error of what happened, right? When you're debugging and you're trying to figure out like where exactly it's going wrong in your code, you can either do one of two things. You can either use breakpoints, which is very common. So for Visual Studio, right, just come over here, set a breakpoint, and then it will, when you hit start, right, it'll pop, where is it? There we go. So red breakpoint, right, hit start, it'll pop up, and it'll start running through the code line by line, starting at this point, okay? It's pretty straightforward, and then when that happens, you'll see a dialog box, or not dialog box, but another property box come up here, and you'll see like all the properties of your file. Okay, so like all the variables that you're setting, and your functions, and stuff like that. It's pretty helpful. Definitely suggest learning about it. It's very helpful and helps debugging go by a lot faster. So you can either do it that way, or you have to do debug.print lines everywhere in your file, and that part gets annoying. So this part is definitely more efficient, I think. But sometimes, you know, debug print lines come in handy just because you want to see what's happening. All right, let's get moving. So, all right, so inside our transaction, we're going to do, we're going to need to load the family. And then get columns, get column types from Revit since it's loaded. Types from Revit. All right. And then we're going to grab our first column. And then we're going to activate it. And then we're going to finally place the column. Okay. All right. And then in our debug, we're going to go here and then create dialog box for error. And since I've shown you guys that one before, I'm going to just copy and paste that right now for me. And if you haven't seen it before, you can scroll down here, you can freeze the screen and just copy that over, okay? Yeah, so I think future-wise going forward, I'm just going to make a class in the template folder. I'm just going to go over here so that, you know, we can just reference it once and call it a day. All right, okay. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so set family to null, and by that I mean you're going to do family, I'm just going to call it family, equal to, null, okay, and then declare a path. And so this one is the part where I told you to save that path to your column, right? Showed you how to get it, so string path is equal to, and do that, and then I'm going to copy and paste mine. So if this is your first time learning how to code, there are certain escape characters, right? Because like you can't always put quotes in quotes or slashes and slashes, right? Because that means something to Revit, or sorry, to Visual Studio. So like for example, if I get rid of this one, right, I get an error here, right? And it thinks you're trying to do something with it, which you're not. You just want to do it with the string, so you use a backslash to escape. Okay, that part's kind of important. You can Google that more and you can learn more about it. And there's a whole bunch of ones like apostrophes, quotes, front slashes, I think, and then something else. For Windows, I think, I could be wrong, but I think the slash is forward. I forget how it works. Again, I'm on Parallels for my Mac, or sorry, I lied. Mac filing system, I think, is forward slashes, and then Windows filing system is the backslashes. I think is how it goes. For some reason, Jobs, didn't want to follow Bill Gates when he did this stuff back in the day, apparently. Anyways, you can learn more about that on Google. Okay, so declare empty string. So this one's pretty simple. It's just string, and we're going to call this one str is equal to empty string like that. Okay, and then and origin point, right? So origin point, we're just going to do XYZ origin is equal to new XYZ, and then we're going to say this one's going to be at 15, 0, 0. It's just it comes up in the middle of our screen, right? You can get it to go wherever you want if you'd like. Filtered element collector. You guys have seen this one before. Filtered element collector. Cool. Levels. Naming convention, you like to always kind of name your things so that you know what they are, not just like X, Y, and Z. Unless that's how your brain works, then you go ahead and do that. Whatever floats your boat. Filtered element collector. Dot. It's not in type. Category. Of class. Type of. And level. Great. Close that off. All right. Again, semicolons are kind of like the periods for sentences, right? So Visual Studio needs to know, when you're done typing that sentence. Okay, grab the first level. First level. This is grabbing, again, the first level in the collection, right, that we did up here. Okay. Cool levels dot first element as level. All right, now inside the transaction, we are going to load the family type. So almost done. It's going to be doc.load family, and then we're going to tell it the path, right? Because that's important. And then we're going to tell it the out. We're going to name it as family. I believe that's how it works. And then get column types from Revit. Yes, please. Okay, so if we get column types, we're going to do filtered element collector. And so it's going to be filtered element collector. We're going to call it column. And then it's going to be equal to new filtered element collector doc. And then we're going to say columns dot of class type of family symbol dot of category built-in category. Whoops. Dot OST columns. Okay. Okay, so we're grabbing our first column, and that's going to be family symbol. We're going to name it first column, column dot first element that you find as family symbol, and then activate the column, which you guys have seen last time. So it's if first column is not active, please activate it. All right, and then finally, we're going to do doc.create new family instance, and then we're going to start giving parameters. So we're going to say we want to place at the origin point that we declared earlier, and it's going to be the first column that's going to go there. and then it's going to be located on the first level. And then finally, we're telling it it's going to be autodesk.revit.db.structure structural type column. Okay. All right, and that's it. And I'm going to run it. All right, we're loading, so we're not going to load that one because that's not your file. What I'm trying to load is this one. And this one, if I get a couple subscribers out of this, I'll get it. All right. Also, I figured out how to create new wall types from scratch. Yeah, you know, so if you have like multiple layer walls that have an air gap, or brick, or thermal air layers, or structure, or 2-layer studded walls with the air gap in between that. Yeah, figured out how to do that too. So, if I get a couple subscribers, I'll be able to post that one. And it lets me know that you guys love this stuff. Alright. Alright, and we're back here. Creating that. Yes. Imperial. Alright, and we're loading. Great. Okay, so go to 3D, right? And we check our families, right, because nothing else is loaded. Okay, no columns. Great. And then we're going to go to our test tab and hit the button. And moment of truth, it's there. All right, great. Okay, guys, I know this stuff's kind of dry sometimes, you know, but unfortunately, but it can be kind of fun, you know, when you're trying to figure out these problems. Anyways, yeah, so give me a like, subscribe, you know, so I can keep this up again. You know, I'm unemployed right now due to the whole coronavirus thing. I think there's 20 million people that are unemployed right now, so anyways, help me out. Click like and subscribe, and then I'll be able to get more stuff out to you next time. I think the next one we're going to do is just to add a level to Revit, to our project, right? So instead of level 1, you'll see 2, and then, you know, like eventually I'll show you guys how to make a Windows forms, so you can enter how many levels you want. So if you want 10 levels starting out, 20 levels starting out, doesn't matter. It can be there, and then eventually we'll get to, you know, create 20 levels, and then don't just create 20 levels, but also, you know, create the floor slabs and the walls on those levels, and doors, and all that happy stuff. All right. See you guys next time.